Hello, guys. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. How are you today? I hope you are amazing. And if not, here we have this free Zoom for getting more amazing in our lives. So today we're going to talk about reality, about how we can trust what's our reality, and we don't need to follow other realities. We don't need to trust what we call this reality. I don't know if you heard before, but when we say this reality in access consciousness, we are referring to a reality of limitation. Yeah, a reality that is based in anti-consciousness and unconsciousness. Okay? Did you hear that before? I'm sure you did if you have been in any class, but we refer very often to this reality when we are talking about the reality that it's kind of dominating the planet. It's a reality of lies, of control, it's the reality of limitation, of separation, the reality of judgment, okay? So we talk a lot about that because we've been grown up with these things, with this reality around us, in our families, in the school. Everything around in this planet is mostly created with these reality points of view. So when we want to change, when we want to have a different reality, it's good that we know that. It's good that we can acknowledge that everyone around us is functioning from this reality perspective, okay? So the title is that, is like, don't trust this reality, trust yours. How is that, guys? How is that for you? How is that sounding for you? Is it light? Is it fun? Do you like it? Do you feel expansion when you think about your reality? For me, it's very expansive, and it's something that I'm using a lot. I'm using questions as, okay, what is my reality? I ask myself, okay, what reality do I want to create? What reality do I trust? Yeah, so I've been choosing that. Since I'm choosing more consciousness, I have to also be present of like, okay, this thing that I'm seeing, I'm not going to make it my reality. When I'm seeing something outside, like this crazy limited reality trying to make me feel shit or to make me feel worried, I ask myself, okay, what is my reality? What do I want to choose? Okay. So it's like we don't have to buy it. When we say buy it, it's like someone is offering something and then we take it for us. So it's so simple, right? You can watch the TV, you can hear someone talking about any shit or limitation in this world, and then you can buy it like, oh, yes, that's true. It's so miserable. We are so limited. Life is so shitty. So we are going to be worried and suffering. I'm going to feel sad because the world is, life is such a pity, right? So that's what this reality is trying to tell you all the time. It's what we call insanity also, right? So what I'm inviting you today is that you don't have to buy that. You don't have to say yes when something is not really light for you. Okay? How is going, guys? Okay, some of you for the Spanish are checking there. Yeah, español, tienen que elegir ahí el lenguaje abajo. Hay una casilla que hay interpretación. Yeah, I'm just telling them that they can choose interpretation and choose the language. Yeah, I hope it's working well. So we have different languages here. We have Romanian, we have Hungarian, we have Turkish, we have Spanish, we have Russian. What else do we have today? Yeah, that's it for today. Next time we will have Chinese and Portuguese. Promise. Okay, guys. So yeah, what if we can acknowledge that we are creators? Okay. And again, just because there is a reality, let's say, around us, doesn't mean that is the reality. Can you see that each of us, we have different perspectives, different points of view? For example, if we are in a group of people and we talk about any topic, there is some person that is going like, for example, I like chocolate, and then there's always a friend that doesn't like chocolate. I'm sure you have one of those strange persons in the planet that they don't like chocolate. It's very strange, but they exist. So that's having this different reality. I'm making a joke, like I don't like things that maybe most of people likes, you know. So, and it's fine. Okay, what if you can have this singularity? What if you can have this uniqueness that you can be different, right? I mean, everyone likes chocolate. Okay, I don't like chocolate. That's my reality. It's not a problem. It's not bad. It's just your reality. Okay, so what if you can we can have more and more this space where we don't judge what is our reality, yeah, where we can have our reality no matter if anybody around us is agreeing us or not. Okay, that's very important because we tend to look for, let's say, approval, to, you know, to feel like oh, everyone around me is understanding me or is supporting me with my point of view. So that doesn't happen all the time, unfortunately. We would love to have like all these people around us supporting and saying, yes, you're doing very good, come on, keep going, keep doing these weird things, do bars, do all these energetic crazy stuff, and yeah, you're amazing, you're changing all our family lineage and shit that we have, so we are so happy, we're so grateful for you. But normally your family is looking at you and saying like, what are you doing? Why are you doing these weird things and you're not working? When you will get, when are you going to get a real job? That's what some people say around. So yeah, the invitation is that, hey, get strong, you know, get strong with yourself, get confident that you don't have to hear them saying that you are doing good to know that you're doing good. Okay, what if you don't need anyone to tell you that you're doing good? What if confidence is knowing that you're doing the right thing? What if confidence is knowing that you are in the right place, doing the right thing? And it's not because someone is telling you, it's because you are present. You are connected with the universe. You are connected with the whispers of consciousness, and you know what is right. Okay? That only works if the mind is not controlling you, of course. Because who's telling you that you are wrong is the mind. The mind is telling you, oh, I'm wrong. Oh, what am I doing here? Oh, I'm not sure. Oh, I'm so stupid. I'm so pathetic. This is only like the mind talking, okay? And mind is not wrong. It's just the wrong information in the mind, okay? Because imagine your mind is telling you, wow, how cool you are. You are great. You are amazing. You are doing amazing today. Not only today, you are doing amazing since long time. Actually, you did amazing all this life. And now you are even more amazing. You are just brilliant. I love you. Imagine your mind is telling you that. Okay. So that's also an invitation to hear, to put attention in what are you creating with your mind? I mean, what is your mind saying? Or say it in a different way, what are you perceiving? Because what your mind is saying sometimes is just the voice that you are picking from around you, from the energies that are around you, and then your mind would be the speaker to yourself, telling you like, yeah, life is a bit shitty, I'm not so confident, I want to give up. How many times do you think I want to give up about something? Like, oh, I'm tired of these weird things, of doing these different things. So is that really you, or is just the voice that is in your head? Okay, that's also important to see that a voice in your head, it's not necessarily you. Okay, the head or the mind is an antenna. You know, we have to see the mind as a receptor of information. Yeah. It does the function of reception and emission. The mind is also putting out there things. It's a transmitter. It's like a device, electronic device that the information is coming in and getting out. Okay, so we have to see the mind like that. So everything that it's going through our minds is not necessarily our reality. Okay, that's something I learned continuously with these tools, with Access, doing a lot of bars, and getting more and more to this space of the being, the space of calm, of peace, where I'm not thinking. And yeah, it's strange. When you're not thinking, you're like, oh wow, like I don't know who I am. But then you really have the sense of being you. Okay, being you has no definition. Okay, so if you are not thinking, don't freak out and like, oh my God, I'm not thinking. I might be wrong. And then you start to think. No, you have to become like an animal, like a tree, like the nature. You can learn there because there is this presence. There is no need of thinking, and there is total communication, total communion. Okay, that's what we create with all these techniques, with all the sessions we do, with the clearings, with the bars and body processes. We are bringing our bodies and ourselves to the space of being, the space of no polarity. When you're freaking out, there is polarity. Like, oh my God, this is wrong, this is bad, this is good. And it's fine, okay? We cannot fight this polarity. We have to live with it, but maybe it's time now to become the masters of it and not the limitation of it. Yeah, not the victims of it. So yeah, am I being a victim of this reality, or I'm a superhero of this reality, a master? Well, more than superhero of this reality, superhero of your reality. Yeah, if you are able to listen to your reality, to listen to your whispers, and give space to that in your life, you're becoming a master. Okay, because you are not trusting this reality, but you are trusting yours. You're trusting this voice that is you, that is your being, that is the consciousness that is inviting you to something always greater. Okay? What if we can see life as a space of creation, as a space of always evolving, always getting greater? Yeah, not going worse. The insanity of this reality is this idea that we are going to be diminished, we're going to be worse, we're going always to lose something, we're going to be always wrong or always something less. Okay, so that's listening to this reality. Okay, somebody put like the play in the music and or the voice that is telling you all these bad things. So that's this reality, and it's kind of a joke, but it's not. There's some technology for that. There is so many machinery around the world in this planet that is designed for that, to make you doubt, to make you be lost about yourself, and doubting, and who am I, and like, oh yeah, it's like fighting, and being in this conflict with people, and fighting for everything. Okay, so what if that it's not you, is not your reality, is not your real you? Okay, so yes, let's expand more this space, more this energy. Let's have more of that. Yeah, and I know all of you are choosing that. That's why we are here, because we are all looking for more. Yeah, so what if we are in the right place with the right people? When we are choosing a class, when we are choosing any choice we do that is connected to our knowing, like, hey, this is light, I'm going to do it, is creating more of this for your life and more of this in the planet. Okay, if I'm doing this for myself, I'm inviting more people to this reality. Okay, because many of us and many people in the world is aware that something else is possible, right? That life is not just waking up to go running to work and then spend like 8 or 10 hours in a place that we don't like so much, and then struggle and then whatever, and then doing all these things from this reality that can be boring. Yeah, life is not only that, okay? There is many more possibilities. We have choice, okay? So what if we have choice? What if we are creators of our reality? Okay, that's very important that we also ask questions for our reality. Okay, what do I want to create? Okay, many people when we are doing a class and we ask this question, okay, what would you like to create? The answer is like, I don't know. Yeah, because you lost this ability of dreaming and playing with the creation. So a way to start creating again is play with the question. Okay, and please don't go to the wrongness like, oh yeah, I ask questions but it doesn't show up. Okay, it's not just about showing up right now, it's about playing. If you ask for something, don't give up because this that you're asking is not showing up immediately. Okay, it's like, for example, I know because many times happen this, that is like, oh yes, I want to be millionaire, or I want to be rich, I want to have a lot of money. And then you ask a question, okay, how can I be rich, or what would it take to be rich today? And then this doesn't happen, apparently, from your perspective. And then you already go to the conclusion that like, oh, this magic is not working so well. So I'm going back to this reality because creating my reality is not a good deal. It's not a good idea. Okay, but you know that. How many times have you done that? Like, okay, I'm giving up to creating magic because this reality is safer. You know, this reality is safer because at least it's always the same. At least it's always a shit, right? Yeah, this reality is trying to put you this idea that everything is controlled. You know, that everything is the same. If you are with us, if you are in this reality, you're going to have control always. You're going to have safe. You're going to be safe. You're going to have always a job. You're going to have always wellness. And if you look at it, it's not really true. And it's also trying to hide from us that life is a creation, that life is always moving. Everything is moving in the universe. Okay, nothing is that solid, you know. So that's why it's very important to start to tap into this energy of creation of your reality. Okay, because you can see the potency that you have. You can see that you are a creator, and since you see that things are moving, you can play with it. Okay, I can move something. I don't know when I will reach, when I will get there, but I know I can make movements. And I'm making some movements. You're always making movements. You are moving. Everything is moving. Okay, and asking questions and receiving from the universe, be willing to receive from the universe. You can even create without doing much. It's the willingness to acknowledge this ease, to acknowledge the flow, to acknowledge the creation, the magic. Okay, when you ask a question, you are actually doing something. It's not just like, okay, I have to work my ass to actualize this in my life. That's already a conclusion. I mean, probably it's required that you work, but it's not all about working. It's also about asking a question. It's about playing. What I was saying is about playing. You ask a question and you see what's possible. And you take an action when it's required, not because you have the point of view that you have to take an action. That's being on the question, you know. You ask a question and you are always in this space that you're ready for everything, but doesn't mean you are running behind the things. You are ready, You are available. You are available. You are available. Okay, how much is about being available and not about being perfect or efficient. I think that's bringing quite a lot of energies, this talk right now. Because might be that there is some implants about that, about, oh yeah, we have to be, but I have to work, I have to do it so well, and I have to work so hard. And okay, it's like, are you spending all the time of your life running and doing things, or you also give yourself time to sleep? There is moments that you also rest, that you also sleep. You are not running and working all the time, right? There's many things in life that even we think we're doing it all the time, we're not doing it all the time. Like, yeah, it's very important to eat food, yes, but you are not eating all the time. You are eating, then you are not eating. So when you do is also the same. You do, but there's you also don't do. So you have to be aware of the importance of not doing. Like if you eat, you have to be aware of the importance of not eating. If you are so busy with food, which is like also a common disease in the planet, that you have to be so busy with food, then you start to create problems with food. And then you say like, yeah, my body's intolerant to something. Of course. Your body's tired of your stupidity of eating too much and not listening to the body. Yeah. The bodies are talking, the bodies are complaining, the bodies are communicating with us. Okay. So what if everything is information? And what if everything is a gift with our bodies? If our body is refusing something, what if that's a gift and not a punishment? Okay. So what if your body can be guiding you, leading you to more consciousness? Okay, if you are choosing consciousness, everything that is happening in your life is inviting you to more consciousness. Is that where you put the attention, that's going to grow, right? If you are invested into, I don't know, like fight, everything will help you to find how to fight. I mean, to find a reason or to have a situation where you can fight and confront someone. Do you have these friends that they are totally confronting everything and whatever, how is that, like, yes, complaining. Do you have a friend that is complaining about everything? So can you see that this friend is always finding a reason to complain? So it's like everything's, the universe support you to do everything you're choosing. Anything that you're choosing, the universe is supporting you. So if you are choosing consciousness, everything is supporting you to consciousness. So you don't need to go back to this reality. You have to keep looking inside. You have to keep looking to like, hey, what is true for me? What is my reality? You don't go back like, oh, magic is not working, so I go back to this reality so I can feel bad. You don't need to go back to this reality, okay, to feel good or to fix anything or to be in peace with this reality. Actually, when you are choosing your reality, you are not excluding this reality. What you are doing is including your reality. And this reality or any other person's reality is there. You don't need to fight it. You don't need to refuse it, okay? You can include it. How are you guys? How are you doing? It's getting darker here. Well, sunset time almost. Well, not really, but it's cloudy today, so it's a bit dark. It was raining, finally raining. So it's been a nice day, fresh and cloudy here. So yeah, it's very beautiful. Teşekkürler, teşekkürler, they say in Turkish. Stephanie says that it's warm there, delicious, warm. Where are you, Stephanie? That is a delicious, warm weather. Here it was very warm in Barcelona, in Spain, but actually it's been a few days of strong heat, so now it's nice that it's a bit, we have a bit of fresh air. Okay, guys, so how is that? Let's allow all these energies to dive in us, to expand in our bodies. Yeah, all this energy of reality. And yeah, many of the things that are heavy that we are perceiving, it's just lies. So we have to kind of allow these lies to be removed from our bodies. You know, so that's why it's important to trust our reality. Okay? Or trust a reality that works for you. I'm not saying that you cannot look outside, but if you are looking outside to references that are, let's say, not totally true, references or realities that are using lie, that are not real, that are fake, so it's not a good reference. And the good thing here always is that you can find a reference inside you, in yourself, within yourself. You can find what you're looking in yourself. You have to ask, you have to look for it. I mean, instead of looking outside, also look inside, like, hey, okay, what's true for me? What do I know? Okay, remember that knowing is not just mental information. It's not like data, like, oh yes, I know history, I know these things. Of course, that helps, but knowing is something that is not necessarily like a mental process, the thinking process. Knowing can be just like having no thoughts, but being present and knowing who you are, knowing what's going on, trusting yourself, having a sense of choice, having a sense of future, of possibility, knowing that life is a creation. So there's a question, I'm going to read it. How can I honor my body being in a place where the food is almost all, in cans, like in this metal can? My mind, the crazy mind invades myself with a lot of points of view with that. So yeah, what can you choose? I mean, I'm sure there is other choices or possibilities. You have to ask. Like, okay, if that doesn't work for you, what would be fun for you? What is available for you? Yeah, for example, for me, it doesn't work to be living in the city all the time. I like cities, but it's not my space where I feel good. I don't want to go and sleep and have my home every day surrounded by people that I don't like. So I need a space more calm. So I made my choices. I made my ask to, like, hey, how can I have my space? So there's always choice. I mean, you ask for something and this will show up. You ask, hey, what can I choose with this, with the food? What can I choose to have a different kind of food? Sometimes we get stuck in one place and we are just attached to that place. And we don't have even any important reason to be in that place. And then we are making life like hell when we could just move to somewhere else, to another neighborhood, to another house, to the house of another guy or another woman. another partner, life would be easier. That's the willingness of change, where you can choose different. It's not about making other person reality less. It's about choosing something greater. If the other people feel bad because of your choice, is not your problem. You are not responsible for the feelings of the other people. Okay, you're responsible for your choices. Yeah, you can choose something, you are the responsible of choosing it or not. That's the biggest gift we have, and maybe one of the only things that we have about ourselves. We cannot control others, we cannot control the world, we cannot control many things. But we have this choice, this capacity of choosing one thing or another thing. Okay. One person is saying that cannot choose the language. Amelia, tienes que seleccionar en el icono de abajo o en algún lugar te sale un icono que es interpretación y ahí puedes seleccionar el idioma. Spanish question about the language, and I'm trying to explain how to choose it. There's another question. Someone says, my reality, how do I maintain along the time? How do I maintain my reality? Do you have any trick? How do you do it? How do I know that I live it? So you know it because it's like having your home, right? If you have your home, if you have a space where you feel good, that's having your reality. Or you can have choice. It's like you can feel good, you can feel great because you're going to choose what makes you great. How do you maintain it? You don't maintain it, you choose it, you keep choosing it. It's not that you choose it one day only, because the next day you wake up and again, this reality or the other realities around you are going to pull you in, to pull you back into any kind of reality. So how do you maintain it? You keep choosing. You commit to yourself to choose what's great, to choose yourself. You have to choose you. Like, okay, that's not fun, so I'm going to choose again. I'm going to choose what's fun. I'm going to choose what works for me. That's maintaining your reality. Okay, you don't maintain it like, oh, it has to be some trick. I don't know how is that I go with my family? I lost my reality. I'm not knowing something. Yeah, you are not knowing that when you are around people, you are perceiving the reality. Yeah. And you are missing the point that you are not willing to see that. You're not willing to see that you can have your reality, no matter what other people is choosing. That's the trick. I mean, to know these informations, and the trick is choice. Keep choosing. I choose it now, I lose it tomorrow, I choose it again. What are you doing? If you lose it and then you don't choose it again, for sure you don't have it. Because if there is something here that is waiting for you all the time, is this realities. It's waiting always you with open arms, like, come, my son is treating you like this reality, if this reality was like your dad or your mom that loves you. But it's not true. That's the AI. That's the technology, that's the implanting, that's the artificial intelligence that is there broadcasting all the time these words like, come with me, feel bad, life is a shit. We have limited resources, we are weak, we can die because of a small thing, life is horrible. Yeah, There's no water in the planet when the 70% of the planet is water. Yeah, there's nothing, there's no money, this is not true. It's like a recorded, like a voice that is broadcasting all the time this. And of course, there is even many instruments for that, like the TV, the news, the whatever, many things that are supporting that. But it's not even that you watch TV. You don't need to watch TV. It's already on the air. Remember that your mind is a receptor. Your mind is a device for receiving information. Okay, it's not that you are just thinking, you are processing information. That's why you suddenly feel bad, and you don't have any problem, but you are just perceiving an energy of feeling bad. That's why when you go with your family, or you go with some people, or you go into whatever, into a public transportation, and if you are not able to have your strong reality, you're going to be affected by the reality of others and by whatever it's there on the air. You're going to buy that and say like, oh yes. You will start to think like, yeah, life is not that cool. So remember that when you're thinking these kind of things, you are not being you. It's that you have the wrong song in your head. Okay, so you choose again. They're like, oh, I don't want this song in my head. I prefer to have no song, or I prefer to have a better song. But I'm not going to stay with this song in my head. That's choice, okay? What else? Another question in the chat says, if you choose your reality, but someone judge you are selfish, how will you say to them? You don't say anything to them. It's your reality, not you don't have to wait for anyone to understand your reality, because that's not possible. I mean, the only person is required that trust your reality is yourself. It's like we said before, it's so important that you don't wait for anyone, especially anyone from your family, to agree with you, to trust you, and to trust your reality. Because you can never create your reality if you are waiting for approval. You cannot create your reality, because anytime you have something, you will go and try to see if that's approved or not by others. And then they will say, no, that's not approved. And then you're like, oh shit, I'm invalid. I'm not valid. You are seeking validation. So you can never have your reality. Yeah, you're creating your reality from other people's perspective, which most of them, they are functioning from this insane reality. That's why we're putting it all in a one reality, because it's this reality of limitation, is insanity. If you have a person that has its own reality, they don't normally they are free. They don't go and try to make you less. Do you know anyone that is free, that is a person that has confidence, that is a person that is happy? These people never go and try to make you wrong, because they know what is creating reality. Okay, so that's what you want to be, like a person that is free, that you have your own reality. You don't need to limit other people. You don't need to go to them and tell them that they are wrong. And if they tell you that you are wrong, you don't care, because you know it's their point of view, it's their reality. Okay, I'm sorry, I wish you guys could be a bit more happy and free, but or whatever, but yeah, you don't judge it, because actually if you judge it, you're also yeah, kind of making them wrong, and you're getting stuck with that. So you don't judge them. Maybe they're happy, and anyone has the reality that they deserve. What do you deserve? What did you come for in this life? What did you set as what you deserve to receive in this life and create? That's your choice. Okay. So you don't listen to anyone. If you want to trust yourself, you have to listen to yourself. And don't explain that. Now I hear you like the voice, they're selfish. Yes, who cares? They are just cheating you. They are selfish, that they try to control you and have a limited life like them. That's super selfish. People that are telling you that you are selfish is what they are. They are afraid, and they tell you are selfish because they are being selfish and not being courageous to choose the truth. This reality is making people being protective of this reality. So people fight for this reality and try to pull you back and tell you, you're wrong, you're selfish, be normal. And it's like, oh, wow. Sounds a bit heavy, right? So yeah, maybe it's a lie. So yeah, you don't listen to anyone. You don't need to trust anyone outside you. You trust you inside you. When you trust inside you, you can trust outside what is real, what is true. You will have clarity. And when someone is lying, you see it immediately. Because you know the truth. And that's very cool, because then when they lie, you immediately like, okay, that's not really applying to me. That's not true. And you know what happened, that the more confidence you have, the less they can really control you, and everything will give up on trying to control you, including people, including the AI, including this reality. Give up, because like, okay, you're not anymore, let's say, a target for this reality. Once you are not controllable, these realities stop working for that on you. It's like, oh, this doesn't apply for this person, so okay, it's not our target, so they don't bother you. They bother you less. Okay, what else? Okay, guys, and we are getting to the end of this Zoom, more or less. I'm going to read a couple of questions more. There's another comment and says, I chose to came to this city to discover the treasures of my body and the capacity of channeling. Whoa, I was resisting to enjoy the food of this place. What a happiness. Yeah, I'm glad you acknowledged something that was not now totally present in your world. What else? Another question says, sometimes I awarded it, I created to stop myself. How can I be more clear? Yeah, just keep choosing. Commit to yourself. It's not about others, it's about you. What did you came for here? Did you came here to be a victim or to be a master? Do you choose to be a victim as a result of the insanity of, are you just choosing victim to prove how wrong is this reality? Or are you going to show to yourself that what you are capable of? It's your choice. You have these two choices. You know, we all of us, we experience that. We are in this, we can be in this place of limitation, of wrongness, of victim, and we can choose to get out of that and like, okay, I'm going to choose whatever it is that works for my life. And yeah, you have to be courageous, you have to be brave to like, okay, yeah, that's my way. I can only walk this way by myself. Okay, and people that we have around, it's just a gift, you know. If you have someone that is contributing you, it's like secondary. I mean, if you are lucky and marvelous enough to create amazing people next to you, like a partner, congratulations. But even having the best partner, there is a place where it's about you. There's some places that you only can go there. Even if you have an amazing partner next to you, which you create a lot with this person and you walk together, is always about you. Okay, so I think we are done. Is there any other question? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. And yeah, that's been cool and fun for a Saturday, summertime here in this part of the world, not everywhere. And yeah, what can we create now? And yeah, I hope I see you now this this part of the year of the summer. I've been now in my place, and I will be also for a few weeks more not doing live classes, but then in October I'm doing some classes. I'm going to do some classes in Costa Rica. I'm going to do some classes in Slovakia. Then in November we are planning again to go to Romania because it was very fun and very beautiful and magic. So we are going back there again to the mountains and to also to Bucharest and Turkey. Nazan is asking when Turkey. I can't wait to go there. We are waiting for you in Turkey. Thank you. I can't wait to go there. And yeah, so many other places that are on the list, on the plan, and they will come soon. Mexico, yeah, what would it take to go to Mexico? Argentina, probably the end of the year. Yeah, next year we are talking also to go to Switzerland. Where else? And many beautiful places. So thank you very much, guys. It's been a gift to have you here. And yeah, enjoy Taiwan. Yeah, Taiwan. I hope I can go again. It was very fun also. And yeah, guys, what magic are we creating in the planet? So it's like, yeah, what magic are we creating if we choose our reality? Yeah. What magic are we creating if we are trusting our reality? Hey, and your reality can be anything. If you like to be awake at 2 a.m., just clearing up your room or your house, it's fine. If you like to be awake at 5 a.m. and then playing with some whatever, some toys, or I don't know, doing whatever, walking in the forest, it's fine. It's your reality. Trust it. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Thank you, translators, and see you soon. Bye-bye. Bye.
Thank you so much, Eric.
Thank you. 谢谢。
谢谢。
拜拜。